are you working on developing your sound, developing your voice? And I feel that's something along this journey that I learned is yes, you have the passion. Yes, you have the desire. Yes, you know, because that's how I felt. I know I got a story to tell. I know it's just
Right.
something in me because the way you were saying it, I had the same thing. It was just like, bro, there's something inside of me telling me, bro, I need to say something. I need to say something.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I
Facts.
know what
Yes.
you mean when you feel like that. So, but it's just like a kid that has a lot of potential. He needs to be trained. He'll never reach his fullest potential if he's not trained correctly. So when you're doing this, God bless you with the desire to speak your word, but what are you going to do to develop that sound? You get what I'm saying?
What are you thinking? Yeah. What are you thinking? Yeah. If you wanna know my thoughts, open your ears when I talk. Yeah. What are you thinking? Hey. What are you thinking? Hey. If you wanna know my thoughts, open your ears when I talk. Yeah.
Come on, Instagram. Instagram always want to be tripping. There you go.
What's
What
going
up?
on?
What up, bro?
How you feeling?
Good, man.
Can't complain. Can't complain.
You can hear me good?
Yes, sir. I got you.
Got me good, good, man. How you feeling, man? You straight?
Yeah, I'm out here in Chile, man. Just living the dream. I'm doing
Okay.
I'm doing all right.
All right, all right. Well, shoot, we gonna get it cracking, get it started, man. Welcome back to another edition of the Arnold Stars podcast. I'm with my boy Chris Perry. You know, Florida's finest, man. Florida's finest. You got to shout out to Polk County. I'm gonna let him get into that later. Y'all Polk County boys, y'all boys different. All right, y'all Polk
Yes,
County
sir.
boys different, man. But we talk overseas basketball here every single day, man. Chris, what's up, bro? What's up? How you doing, man?
Doing good, man. This is my first season out here in Chile, So, and I watched you. I saw you won a couple championships out here. So it's like we play on the same team in the eighth league. Yeah, I see. So it's like, man, we got a lot in common. I never knew so much we had in common. It's crazy how we just cross paths and
But you know the basketball
get it
world is
cracking.
like that, man. The basketball world is like that. You never know who you're gonna run into, and it's so small. The people that you know, I know people that you know people I know, and that you can go anywhere in this world and you're gonna run into the same guys that know the same people. But yeah, man, that's before we get
I know.
started with, man. Just tell a little bit of people about where you from, and a little bit of your background.
From Bartow, Florida, Polk County. So like the guys we got in common, like Corey and B Rob and all those guys. Went to Bartow, played with Tony Bradley back in the day. So
Mm.
I've been around the block myself. So went to South Florida University. And I graduated from Lincoln Memorial, D2 over there in Tennessee, and I'm just continuing my journey overseas.
How was that journey for you been overseas so far? What's up, guys? I just dropped my new ebook, Six Must-Have Steps to Be an Overseas Basketball Player. I've been playing for the last 9 years. I got all the steps and the traits that you need to start your journey with networking, with getting a mentor, all the things that you need to start your journey to be a protege. So go get that ebook, click the link in the bio, and make sure you get your steps to being that overseas pro one day. Let's go.
It was kind of like difficult because at first I didn't have the film. Like I would reach out to everybody. Everyone knew who I was, but it's like, okay, well, how good a shape is he in? Like I was saying, you haven't played in a while. Like it's just like nobody wouldn't take that leap of faith, and I finally got that out here in Chile. So kind of working my way from the ground up. And,
Who put you on the
it's
Chili? Who like helped you get that contract?
Reggie Baker. He's from Avon Park, Polk
Ah,
County as
yeah, I
well.
definitely know Reggie.
You
He
know
played
him?
for Puerto Rico. Of course, I know Reggie.
Yeah. So Reggie hit me up with an agent. Agent was like, all right, bet. You're not gonna get the best of money because you ain't been on the scene for a while, but we're gonna at least get you on the scene. So boom, here I am now,
Yeah, you're
and it's
doing your
working
thing
out
out there
beautifully.
too. I've been following you. You've been doing your thing, going crazy. 21 and 21. Oh,
Yeah.
these niggas out here going crazy. Okay, you trying to put up my numbers? Hold up.
Well, hey, I was just about to say that.
But I got a couple
Real talk.
guys. Danny on your team. That's my boy.
I I seen he follows you. I was like, how you know Danny out of all people?
Danny,
Yeah.
my boy. Me and Danny won a championship together in Port of Ours.
Also, he was see, I got some interest from that team too. See, I
Yeah.
was gonna ask you like, what's the money like? I heard the money is better in the down south in the southern country
Yeah,
or the southern
yeah.
part of the country out here.
Yeah, in the southern part. Port of Ours is a good club. I know the coach real well. Me and him in communications all the time. He hit me up all the time asking for guys. And that's just how the
Yeah,
way really that's how it is in this game, bro. Overseas basketball. At a certain point is who you know that's gonna put you on. Cause it really don't matter where you come from, what your
yeah,
situation was. It took somebody that you knew telling
right.
them about you for you to get on that word of mouth, and that's pretty much the game, really.
It's really simple though. I don't know why more people don't do that.
But you gotta understand, like where we come from, a lot of times guys don't feel like they can reach out to the next guy because it's a lot of envy, and I don't
That's
really.
it right there.
I mean, you
That's
like
it. That's the worst part about
you.
it.
Not saying nothing bad about cats from Polk County, but you from Polk County, and it's a lot of envy in
Oh
there.
yeah, oh yeah. It's horrible. It's horrible.
And I never got that. Like I know it because I know so many of the guys from there, but as far
Mhm.
as like I just never get it. It's like yo, it's too much envy. We got a lot of guys, especially in Polk County, they got so many good dudes that come out of there that play overseas. What you call it, neat, playing in
Wayne,
the league, bait,
right?
you know what I'm saying? So but anyways, we're gonna get right into it. How's your experience as a professional influence you to start a podcast? 'Cause I know you wanted to get into the podcast and you hit me up a couple of times, and a lot of times we talk a lot about just the guy's journey, but you wanted to tap into starting this podcasting journey. You feel me? So what made you kind of
Exactly.
want to get into that?
Well, my story, just like I have like an interesting story, like how I got to this point, like people where I'm from, like you said, like having it's like the crab in the bucket mentality. Nobody's really gotten to this point, like, but so, and a lot of people want to hear my story, so it was hard for me to make time for it while I was over here, and then I came across your podcast, and
Hmm.
I'm like, yo, like, and it's really it's not I'm not gonna say it's easy, but like all you get up there doing is telling your stories,
Hmm.
and like you putting it on the internet. I'm like, yo, he's doing his thing. Like I fell in love with it. I'm listening to the first episode, how like your first thing, how you got overseas. I'm like, yo, this is it right here. Like I don't have to I don't have to put in so much effort. Like I ain't gonna say not put in so much effort, but it's like it's doable. Like you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna say you really influenced me honestly. So that's why I'm reaching out to you all the time, like tips on how to do this, that, and the other.
And
I just want to, yeah. So
I only been in this for what, 1 year? I think February 2nd I started, and it just passed 1 year I've been into it, and I don't even really feel like I'm just learning as I'm going. Just what I'm
right,
saying, just learning as I'm going, getting as much information as I can. And I'm the type like I understand that too, bro. That crab in the bucket mentality is so real, and I hate to say it though, but it's really a lot between us black people. Really, it's more so
that's all. Yeah,
it's more so on our kindness. Like I can't put you on. I can't really tell you how to get on because for some reason you might think that you're gonna take something away from me.
right. Or you in people's minds, it's like, oh, I don't want them to get past me. Like they don't say that, but that's really
You
what
you
it is.
know
Like,
that's what they thinking. You know that's what they're
yeah,
thinking
yeah,
because you doing something you feel like, well, shoot. It's kind of like it's really like with this game. Like if you play a guy playing the same position with him, I had guys I hit up like, hey man, I'm going through my agent BS and whatever. You got any connects? Knowing they got to connect, but we play the same position. So just
ah,
subconsciously, you're like, I'm not gonna give this dude my connect
yeah.
and
I'm
have
giving him my job.
right. He
Yeah,
gonna take my job, but you should be secure in yourself. That just goes and plays on God's insecurities. Like you should be secure in yourself, not to like wonder about somebody taking your spot. If you put that work in, you feel me? That's how I
honestly,
feel.
yeah.
If you put that work in. So as far as your podcast, so what are you like? What are you trying to explain? Like, what's your story you trying to tell? Like, you know what I mean?
Well, basically just trying to, people from that crab in the bucket mentality, like we don't have a lot of opportunity. So I just really want to get guys to see, like, hey, if you take that leap of faith and you get out of Polk County, like look what I did. I took that leap of faith. I went like 40 minutes up the road to Tampa, to the University of South Florida, and look at my life now. Like I just expanded my horizon. So through basketball, I just want to show them how they can get from here to here, because a lot of my guys are still in that area. Not bashing them, saying that they aren't doing better because they're working and stuff like that, but they could be here, you know. And I just want to show them that, hey, it's possible to get there. You just have to get out of Polk County. And I know it's tough. You're gonna be uncomfortable.
Explain that Polk County mentality, because the viewers and the people that are listening don't really understand. I know because I've lived down there, and I know because I know the people. But kind of, if you can, just kind of explain that Polk County mentality of the talent that they have down there, which is ridiculous.
Oh, it's impeccable, yeah.
But the mentality that holds them back.
That's what holds us back every time, bro. It's like Polk County, I feel like it's more for like elderly people who already have their stuff together. Like you already got your money, you already got your career in order. But like for us young black men, like coming out of high school, I don't know what I would have did if I wouldn't have had scholarships to play basketball. I probably would have been working at like McDonald's or somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just like you don't have that OG that's gonna be like, hey, I could put you on to this job over here, or like this small city. I don't know how many thousand, but it's really like you'll pass right by Bartow and not even know it, like type deal. So like or Lake Wales, or like Lakeland's the biggest city, so but even then it's the same kind of.
You said something crucial there about an OG, and pretty much an OG is just a mentor. And I wrote a book, 6 must-have traits to become an overseas basketball player. And the second topic that I talked about, or the third topic, was a mentor. Like, in order to be in this game, you need a mentor, and
you need it.
How important that is. Not even just for overseas basketball, but for life period, because the steps that you take next is so crucial. And if one wrong step, it's a whole that butterfly
wrong
effect.
path.
It's a butterfly effect that what it can really do, damaging. So did you have any you say you didn't have any OGs, or did you have anyone that
I had a good, like growing up, I had like a good, my father wasn't there, but like I had a great family. So once you grow up and you taught right from wrong the right way, and I wasn't about to get in no trouble. I wasn't in the streets, nothing like that. I had a whole bunch of homies that were, but once you have structure in your life from a young child, it's kind of easy. Like boom. I went to high school. My coaches were like fathers to me. So, and they played at high level basketball. So from that point, it's just like I stayed under his wing until I got to college. And when you get to college, you just network from there. Like in your podcast, the guys that you say from college until this day, y'all rocking out. So worst case scenario, you don't have a job or something, you just hit your boy up who's been playing 10 years and the country said he was playing in, and you got a job. That's OG. All it takes is like a 30-minute conversation. And okay, boom.
Yep, and that's exactly like my boy that we do a lot of shows together. We went to college together. And in that same book, I think the sixth trait was networking, or the fifth one was networking and communication. Like, you need to know how to talk to people and network, because just how you starting off is how I started off. My boy was good hooping, told another agent about me. That's how I got my job. And then that simple. And that's how I started my whole career and started working and grinding and got to 9 years in the game. You feel me? 7 chips later. Because
7 chips too.
7. You're gonna go to a couple of gyms around there. You might see me around there in a few gyms, you know what I'm saying? I made my mark a little bit until you know what I'm saying? How was it against UDEC when you played against them? Did they feel like they was overpowering?
Oh man, they 30. I did my thing, but I ain't gonna. My point guard, he's 4 points. Like I'm like, yo, you averaged 25. Like it was different. It was
Who was your
different.
point guard?
Adriano.
He's an import or he's a local?
He from Cuba though. He from Cuba.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, he averaging like 25. So like once I seen them, I'm like, yo, they strapping them like so it get real for anybody, any game. So you know,
Yeah,
and I had a good my matchups. Played the NBA.
Yeah,
Like they had two
Rayshawn
big guys.
Terry.
Tough. I was doing my research on them before the game. I'm like, ooh, I'm gonna have a long night.
Look, Udek is overpowered. You feel me? Like they're really over. And
OP,
then
man.
you got Jerry at the 4.
Listen, he went berserk. He went berserk. Jerry went stupid.
Jerry is cold. Like it's crazy how
Yeah.
me and Jerry even got started. Like how he got to the team. He got on the team because one of my teammates broke my nose. They needed a replacement till I got back. He came in. He was only supposed to be there a month, but he was killing.
Oh yeah, they wasn't letting him go.
So they didn't want to
They
let
wasn't
him
letting
go. They didn't want to let him go. So then it was really to the point, like I came back. He was like, what are we gonna do? You know what I'm saying? Like what they finna do? Are they gonna keep me or not? Cause he kind of got, you know what I'm saying, like acclimated
Same
with the
position too,
team.
right?
Huh?
Same position too, right?
Same position. We played the same position, but they ended up just rocking with the both of us, and we went on to win a chip together. Like, and he killed.
Oh, so yeah. Okay.
We won it. We
Yeah,
won the
that's
last
they.
chip. Yeah, we won the last chip together, the LNB last year. And they asked me if I wanted to come back, but I was like, my time in Chile is done, bro. Like,
Oh, you not coming back here?
nah, man, nah. I don't see myself. I ain't gonna say never is never, but it's just like, bro, I've been there for 6 years. I won 5 championships. It's just
Yeah,
time to
ain't
just
coming.
go. For me, I'm always trying to get to the next level. You feel me?
Yeah, that's real.
I'm trying. It ain't just about the money aspect. Like I can get the bread. Like I have confidence in myself. That's gonna
Right.
come.
Yeah.
You put the work in, it's gonna come. It's not gonna take nothing away from me. So I'm not worried about if I'm not gonna get the bread that I deserve. You feel me? Because I know the player that I am. I know the work that I put in. I know the grind that I give to everything that I do. Period. So it's just like, what more can I do here?
Right. Ain't nothing left to prove.
Ain't
None of that.
nothing left to prove, and it's just like a true competitor of the game. You're not just gonna stay in one spot doing the same thing, like beating the same people over and over. It's just like,
It was. Yeah, that's real.
so Danny was trying to hit me up to come to y'all team. I'm like, Danny, you know I'm not coming over there.
Come on, this year?
Yeah.
You said-
He tried to get me on y'all
you
squad.
said-
He tried to get me on y'all squad. So I was like, bro, sorry, but one, I ain't come. If I ever come back, it has to be with. I got to go choose the best team, which is UDEC. I have to go to
Got it.
them.
Yeah. Yeah, you can't come to the freshest team on the block. That's
Come on, bro. I know we homeboys, but come on, bro.
yeah. Nah, yeah, too
So
much.
getting back into your podcast, so how do you plan to balance your basketball career and your podcast like journey? Like, what steps do you take to make sure you be successful in both of those? Because just like with hooping, you know, you don't want to just say, okay, I'm just picking up and doing it. You want to actually see it grow. You want to actually. So how you plan to balance the both? Because I'm gonna tell you, boy, that's all I'm gonna say. Boy, it is some struggles with this life, dog. For
Is it?
real. What? It's just, well, I would say that it just depends on what you want out of it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Because honestly, I don't know how people view my channel, my podcast, and what I'm doing. I just go by what the work I put in. And if I see the progression, if I see myself constantly progressing and getting better, then I'm content with that. Like I'm content with just constantly progression with myself because at first it's like your lighting and then your camera and then how do you present yourself, your speech, because you got to understand that you're displaying your message to the world. You feel me? Yes,
Right.
I'm talking. Yes, I have a podcast, which is first is it's audio platform, so majority of people are going to listen to it before they watch it. So
Watch it, right? Yeah.
are you working on developing your sound, developing your voice? And I feel that's something along this journey that I learned is yes, you have the passion. Yes, you have the desire. Yes, you know, because that's how I felt. I know I got a story to tell. I know it's just
Right.
something in me because the way you were saying it, I had the same thing. It was just like, bro, there's something inside of me telling me, bro, I need to say something. I need to say something.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I
Facts.
know what
Yes.
you mean when you feel like that. So, but it's just like a kid that has a lot of potential. He needs to be trained. He'll never reach his fullest potential if he's not trained correctly. So when you're doing this, God bless you with the desire to speak your word, but what are you going to do to develop that sound? You get what I'm saying? That's
I
something.
feel you. For me, it kind of translates to the basketball because I was thinking this morning. I'm like, man, I'm kind of obsessed with this thing already. Like that's the first thing on my brain when I'm waking up. Like it's like taking over already, and I'm like 5 or 6 days into it. I'm like, wow, and
Mhm.
that's how I know it's gonna be successful because it's like I'm like overflowing with it. I want to know more. I'm gonna be reaching out to you. I'm listening to your stuff over and over, honestly, and like figuring out, seeing what not seeing what you're doing wrong, but like, okay, he's doing this. I feel like I could do that a little bit better in this area.
Mhm.
Okay, it's just like it's like watching film. It's like if you really love the game, you're gonna be obsessed with it. It's just about the work ethic, really. And just like what you just said in those 2 minutes, like I just learned another three key things, like my lighting and the way I'm sounding and
Right.
stuff like this little things.
That's really what
So
all it is down breaks down to is just like the little things like getting a microphone. What kind of microphone you have, right? And then what kind of lighting you have. Me, I'm still all mines are done off the phone. You know, these phones nowadays are still very powerful,
yeah, they
you
hot.
know.
Yeah.
So that off the phone. Then what station are you using? What station that you
Uh,
decided to go with your podcast?
Anchor.
Anchor. I never really
Yes,
got
sir.
into Anchor. I used Buzzsprout and Podbean because they have different features. Like with Podbean, they like some of them will give you a website. Some of them like
Mm-hmm.
Podbean, they give like where you can have people who follow you over time. They can start donating to your website. It's kind of like a Patreon. You got the Patreon. It's just
So your podcast has its own separate website. They give you
yes.
that along with it.
Hmm.
See, okay. I don't think I saw that feature on the Anchor app. I'm gonna have to go
Nah, I
look
think
at that.
Anchor is just only audio. I
Uh
looked at
huh.
the Anchor one. That's the quickest one to get started with. But as far as
Uh huh.
like the next one, what I would have went to is probably Buzzsprout. I think it's called. That one's really good. I really like that one. It's quick. It's simple. They give you a website. They give you a lot of sharing things that you could share. All the platforms, and they also give you a website on that one, and it's up. That one's a really good one as well. So, but as I was saying, as far as developing your sound, that's probably something like everybody has their own, just like your hoop journey. Everybody has their own way of. I don't train the same way you train. You feel me?
Right.
Same way, but I take things from here, take things from here, like you said, picking one, two things, and how can I add this to my game? That's all it is.
Exactly.
How you gonna be consistent? How you gonna maximize it? Because you don't want nobody wants to just be an average player. You feel
Yeah.
me?
Nah.
Ain't nobody. I ain't never say I
Nah.
just want to be average. I ain't never want to just be average. So
Ain't been like that yet.
you feel me?
Trying to either.
People will put on a front. Now, what's the thing is, a lot of people will put in average effort. So that's what I don't. You know what I'm saying? That's what I want you to get into. Is like you say, treat it just like hoops. I'm gonna put the extra work in. I'm gonna study film. I'm gonna listen to other people get other insights. So I sent you that book because it's a guy that I
Right. Yeah.
follow.
Yeah.
That book, you know, it
It was
helped
not.
me. And then it's just like I'm not gatekeeping at all. Because one thing I know about this, especially somebody that's trying to talk about this life of overseas basketball, somebody that knows that what we go through is just, man, this life. You see what I was just talking about my last episode? You see what?
Literally, yo, the $100. I'm like, man, no, he didn't.
I had to write a blog on that one, man. I had to write a blog on that one. Have you faced that's a good one. I want to get into. Have you faced like any situations overseas that just made you be like, bro, come on, like with just the locals or any situation that just
Oh,
make you be like,
yeah, and I had a bad practice the other day because it's like I'm just like fed up because I heard in one of yours you were like, okay, well, my teammates are working at Pizza Hut type deal, so and I have some teammates that like they work, they don't really
mm-hmm.
take the basketball part too serious, so that angers me because I'm out here giving my all in the game, I'm doing this, that, and in practice, like you chilling. And I'm still expected to go hard. And I hold myself accountable for going hard. And then, like, come on, man. So it was to the point where I walked out. I literally sat on the sideline. I'm like, no, I'm not about to do this.
Oh
We're not
man.
doing this. You got to get your act together, brother, because this ain't going like that.
But this is the question, like, what can you really expect? You feel me? What you really can expect from them? They not living. They not the star. They not living. They didn't leave their country to get recruited to play here and get paid. You know what I mean? So
That's real, too.
how much does it really matter? Because for us, one, two
It's
bad
everything.
games,
You could be on that flight to the
one or two
crib.
bad games, and you back to the crib with the quickness,
Yeah,
real quick. And it means because you're not only just playing for the season, you're playing for next season. You never know who watching. You never know
never know.
what team, because somebody's always watching and somebody's always talking. So like, even with my situation with dude, I could have spazzed. I could have really went off and be like, you know what I'm saying? I should really fire on you.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm in my head like, man, I don't know what I would have wilded.
One thing this game has taught
But
me is patience.
yeah,
That is
that's
it.
the name of one of your episodes. Patience. That's patience. Key.
I only talk about it because I go through it. I don't even be talking about nothing I don't know. It's just what I go through, and I have to let somebody know, bro, this is what's going to happen. You're going to go through this. You have to have a strong mind. You're going to have
For real.
patience because it's just too many factors that's just going to knock you off. You know, it's just going to knock you off your game. Like, I can't even name them all. It's impossible to
Yeah,
name
it's
them.
a lot, bro. It's a lot.
So,
One right now I'm dealing with like being in a relationship
ooh,
back at home, and that's the worst one, bro. That's the toughest.
oh, get into it. Let me hear it. What's up? So, what are the challenges? I think I did like 2 episodes on relationships, but tell me a little bit about
I,
uh,
I
the
gotta find that,
relationship
but
troubles or what is it that you have to
I
go
ain't
through
gonna
in
lie.
relationships being an overseas player?
Just like recently, from like I could tell for somebody that's not as mentally strong as I am, like this, that can really probably translate into your game, because you mad about the stuff you got going on with your girl, and then you go out and get like my teammate, the point guard. He talked to me after the game. He's like, yeah, he going through some stuff with his family. Boom, 4 points, no assists, like that. It can translate over just that easy, you know. So, and me myself, like I'm waking up, pissing my girl off, or she pissed me off. By the end of the day, we blocking each other, and that's
Oh
on my
my
mind every time I step in the
God.
shower. It's tough. It can get ugly. It can get real ugly, bro. We
It's,
trying to make the steps to like eliminate some of that because that ain't healthy.
no, no,
Uh,
it really ain't. And then the distance don't help, bro. Listen,
can't just pull up no more.
I haven't had a relationship that worked yet since I've been overseas. And
Not one from the crib.
not one, bro. Not one from
Damn.
overseas. Now, one like
Oh,
my
wow.
ex-wife is Colombian. That ain't work. That's why she my ex-wife.
Were you playing in Colombia?
I
Or
was
that's
I
why.
was playing I was playing in Colombia. She was a translator. We linked up, stayed together. That's a whole nother even topic about just getting overseas relationships. Cause that right there,
Yeah,
once you at least you know, okay, with your girl, at the end of the day, y'all gonna go back to the crib together. You gonna go back to the
right.
crib. She know no matter what, you coming back here. But when you don't live in the same
True.
country, and then you gotta think, you just playing there for a season. And then what if you don't play there next year? What if you go play in Europe? That's eight
Yeah.
months.
Yeah.
They
A
don't have the
whole
same they don't have the same life as us where they just got free tickets to go live their life and play and do something like that. You know what I mean? They got a regular life they gotta live.
yeah.
So that just tough, man. It's
Yeah.
tough.
That's a lot of different factors. You know, don't even ain't gonna get started on people that have like kids back at home. Like that's a whole different ball game. I don't have any kids, but I can just see like, dang.
Man, it's I would say it works when you have the other person is willing and like understand what you're going through. That's why it's so important to choose your partner wisely. And that's exactly where a mentor comes in. That's really where a mentor comes in and tells you like, hey, listen, bro, think about the girl that you about to be with. Is she strong enough for you to leave for 8 months? Is she strong enough for you to have a kid? Y'all have kids and you not there for 9 months, so you really got to watch your kid grow up through the phone.
Ah, yeah, yeah, yeah.
I did a year and 4 months without seeing my daughter after 6 months.
Ooh,
Feel
no,
me?
that hurt.
A year and 6 months I did not see my daughter after she was
You missed the
born.
whole. God.
I ain't gonna sit here and speak bad on her mom. I can go all day about that, but you feel me? The other situation, you gotta think about that. You're going through that, don't see your kid, and I'm going through a divorce at the same time, and I got a hoop.
And you got a hoop.
And I got a
How
hoop.
can I ask how much? What were your averages during that?
Let me think. Uh, I think when I was going through my divorce, the most I had went to China, so it was like a tour thing. So I was kind of on like I was on a team. I was just going through a tour, so it was kind of like an escape for me. But when I was first
Uh,
going through it, shoot, 5 points, something. We human, bro. It
right.
affects
All right.
us. It affects us like big time. And I had an episode with one of my homegirls. She's from Colombia as well. And I had to ask her from the female perspective, how is it as for a female hooper to deal with relationships? And she's like, bro, it's the same thing.
Mhm.
They
Exact same, huh?
they don't understand. Like they just don't understand what we go through. Like we really try. They think that we out here just chilling. Like, no, bro, this thing is cutthroat. One,
Whew.
2 games, I'm to the crib. Now I'm they don't understand that to the
Literally.
crib, like to the crib. And no one is above not being cut. Everybody is
Yeah.
going to get
Real talk.
cut at some point in their career.
Bro, literally the owner of the team, one of the owners of the team came today and this morning, and the point guard, he said, we got to go downstairs because the owner's here. And I'm like, yo, what didn't happen? And he basically just saying, like, keep going, keep doing what you're doing. And he was like, well, he about to start putting pressure on the national players because he doesn't feel like they're holding their weight. So I'm like, he said, what do you suggest? And I'm real.
Oh,
I'm like, yo, you gotta make them feel like they about to lose their job. Like if you tell that to me, like, hey, yo, you about to be on that flight soon. I'm about to pull out 30 and 20. I'm gonna kill it. So I told him straight up, yo, you got to put some pressure on them, yo. You got to, because at the end of the day, like that's what you're paying them for. And if they're not performing, then they don't deserve to be paid at the end of the day. Because I know I won't get paid if I'm not performing. So
right. And then
like, for them,
it's more to that. It's a level of comfortability when it comes to these players for local players because
yes, sir.
I'm gonna get another job. I'm here in this country. I ain't going nowhere. You
Yeah, I
get
ain't going nowhere.
you get cut. First thing they're gonna ask you why you got cut. Then they're gonna hit that team up.
You might not get enough. And I didn't see, and that's what guys don't realize. It don't matter what level of basketball you came from. Like SEC, Big Ten, all that. The guy in college, come on, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Those guys sitting at the crib, not knocking whatever job they doing, but they ain't hooping.
Yeah, they done. Yeah, they done. They are done, bro.
So as for your podcast, like what do you hope to give to your listeners? Like if you what's the preview? What are you trying to give to your listeners?
Really, like for my audience that's back at the crib, like basically for them it's like hope. And for my fellow hoopers, I just want them to be able to relate, like how I can relate with a lot of your stories. So right now I'm still basically finding like what is exactly my target audience. You know, you want to do it for the people at the crib and everything, but more than likely like the 40 and 50-year-olds, they're not gonna really be in tune so much. So you know, I'm still finding myself within this whole thing.
That's what I feel like. One thing I would say as a tip is basically like life, but it's a marathon. It's not a sprint. You know what I mean? You grow as your show grows. How you started probably ain't gonna be how you finish it. How you start now probably ain't gonna be how it is a year from now. You feel me?
Right.
And it's just all about what you learn. It's about you. Remember, this is about you giving out what you want to do and how you feeling to the world. This is your show. First of all, what's the name of the show? I listened to the first one.
Posting Up with Skip.
Posting Up with Skip.
Basically, we on the low block. That's my area.
Hey man, they say posting up might be dead, man. What's up? You think posting up dead? we in positionless basketball nowadays.
Yeah, but they know my area, so shit. They gonna have to.
I mean, shoot.
Hey, we posted up. We just chilling.
It's kind of hard to knock 21 and 21. Hey, I'm posting up.
Right.
I'm posting
no matter
up all day. I'm going. Go ahead, do your thing. Do your thing.
Real talk.
All right, man. Let the people know where they can find you, bro.
On Instagram, I'm at WestsideSkippy7. Basically on all platforms, WestsideSkippy7, and posting up with Skip. That's my name on the podcast. You find it on Spotify, Apple. And I need to find a way to get on you have your stuff available like on iHeart and all that other stuff?
Yeah, see that comes with, I think that's the difference between with Anchor. They only let you do it with certain ones. But that's what I would say with if you go over to like BuzzFeed, I don't know what Buzzsprout. I keep saying BuzzFeed. You can still transfer your same podcast that you already have.
I was going to ask that. That was my next question.
It's not going to read, you know what I'm saying? It's going to let you still do your same podcast and transfer it over to another one. And then you're going to be able to add iHeart. And there's like so many Google podcasts. It's like so many other avenues or other platforms that first of all, I didn't even exist. I'm just like, add all of them. Whoever listens to it anywhere, Adam. Adam. You feel me? I would say go online and on YouTube and just try to see which one out of Podbean and Buzzsprout. See which one of those you like. I know on Podbean it's like $29 a month, and with Buzzsprout it's like $24 a month. But after a while, you're gonna have to pay for the full year on Podbean. They're gonna after like the first one, they're gonna make you pay for that whole full year, but it has different features. You know what I'm saying? It also gives you more features because you get that on website, and then as you grow in, it has like that donation thing, and so it's kind of like a Patreon when people really start following you and they want to start throwing you some bread just for pledging towards your thing. That's how you can kind of grow it that way. And then they kind of have like the info things where you can insert ads into it. It's just a lot of things to it. But for sure, what I would say, your next step, pick up that phone and you have to start video recording it as well, because it's basically a business. You know what I'm saying? You're going to use the podcast as your business. And once you pick up the video, now you got content for YouTube. YouTube pays. You feel me? This going up on YouTube.
That's what we're going to get into, right? Yeah, YouTube.
YouTube pays. So just like, perfect example, the reason I use Instagram for a lot of my videos is because one, once you archive it, it'll give you this video without all the tags. You don't get no tags. It'll
Oh,
just give you a straight clean video, and you turn it sideways. Now it's in the 16:9, and you could just upload that
right.
into YouTube, right? And it's easier because once you start going into Zoom and all that, they kind of give you a different platform, all this and that. 95% of the people I want to talk to, I reach to them on Instagram. Hey, hop on a live real quick.
Right.
Hop on a
Right.
live
That's
real
right.
quick. Boom. Getting another page to your podcast, I wouldn't suggest it. That's one thing I wouldn't suggest at first. It just depends on how deep you really want to get into it, because running 2 pages on Instagram, that joint is hell. I ain't even going front. I'm talking
Yeah.
about that, your podcast, Instagram, then your Facebook page, then your TikTok page, and then I'm running
Yeah.
that, the YouTube, like 2 pages is really tough. I ain't gonna say it's tough, but it's gonna be worth it.
Yeah.
So
And you got to hoop too, so you got to make time for
how
everything.
you gonna be? That's why I asked you, how you gonna balance out the both? Like I had a decision to make. Do I go take a nap? Because right after this, I got practice.
Oh, you go. Is it the same time over there?
Yeah.
5:40.
What time? It's like 5:40. You say right now?
5:40.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I got practice at 6:30. Right now, I normally take a nap and chill, or I can get to work and get this good content out of these people out here. You feel me? And do it. And then I gotta think. You know what I'm saying? Then I gotta think. Next week we're going on a 10-day road trip, 12-day road trip, 4 games on the road. Wi-Fi is trash. So how can I record?
Oh, don't even get me started on that. Woo. That Wi-Fi is a make or break, boy.
Wi-Fi is horrible. You hear
Horrible
me?
road trip.
Wi-Fi
God,
is
tough.
horrible. If you think it's bad over there, here, did you watch my
Hey.
last episode about the bus breaking down 3-4 times?
Oh yeah. Shit, I just went through that too. Bus broke down. God dog. So that's why I'm like, man, ain't no way in heck we got all these similarities, man.
It
Must
drives
have
me
broke down
crazy.
3 times though.
3 times, bruh, 3 times. 2 minutes into the road trip. 2 minutes. Bus breakdown. It's 110 degrees out here, bro. Bus breakdown. What are you
Scorching.
talking about? What are we talking about for real? We really got the bus breakdown, and we ain't gonna have no backup bus gonna come and pick us up. We're just gonna be stuck on the middle of the road with 8 hours left to go on the trip, and we're not even gonna
Man.
change the bus. We're just gonna try it again. Let's see what happens this
Try it
time.
That's crazy. The people from back home, they don't see any of that. They
No.
just see the highlights. None of that. They don't see none of that.
They don't see it, but they swear they want to play overseas basketball. You swear you want to play? Are you sure? Are you
You
sure?
sure you got the discipline?
It's. I think I looked up a stat. It was like 70% of players don't make it past their first year. And honestly,
Yeah, I heard that, and I was like, how true is that? Well, I was like, dang, is that really true?
I really think it's like 85. You just gotta think, bro.
Dang.
Think about what you can really go through in your first year, and if really your first year is really your make or break year. Because if you can't really make it, that bounce back, trying to make it, how you gonna bounce back from getting cut your first year? Now the only thing that you got is getting
is an average 3.3 points, 1 rebound. Like, how you gonna bounce back from that? Like, come on.
They talk.
That's tough.
And they talk. These teams,
Whew.
these organizations, they talk. They gonna let you know. I had this coach right here told me, I talked to 7 different coaches about you before you got here. 7.
Dang. 2 wasn't enough?
No, I talked to 7 different coaches about you. And you gotta think about that. I'm known in South America. I'm right next to Chile. Everybody that's ever known about Chile known I played there. Nigga, I still got Los Angeles gear. I still got all that gear.
Dang. So your resume wasn't even enough.
That's what
They
people,
had
and
to
that's what
do
you
shit.
people don't understand, bro. It really don't matter about your resume and what you do. Like, they gotta know who you are as a person. So how you respond on and off the court, really how you respond off the court, like they gonna really forget if the nigga got a jump shot. What's he like off the court? How does he really rock with the people on the sidelines? Is he crazy? You know what I mean?
Ooh, Lord.
Is he
I'm gonna
crazy?
start.
Cause they're really scared of us.
Low key, they are. I noticed that, man. I'm kind of uncomfortable with it. I don't like that, man. It's like they don't even give us a chance.
It's perception, bro. It's what the world already paints us as. And you think about it, bro. What you coming in? What you is 6'9",
6'9", 260.
What they gonna do with that, bro?
Yeah,
What anybody gonna do with you down there in the post? In the gym, you just walking down the street and the average dude is 5'6".
that's what I'm talking about. They're looking at me on the streets like, yo, what are you? I'm like, come on, I'm human, bro. Like,
Not who. What are you?
What are you?
What are you? What are you? Man, it's crazy. But Chris, man, I appreciate you. I ain't gonna take too much of your time, bro. Hit me up. Anything you want to know, I can try to help you along your road. Tell the people one more time the name of your podcast.
Posting up with Skip. That's the podcast. You can find me on Apple Podcasts, and Spotify. Still working on expanding and going up, being available everywhere. And I'm gonna be tapping in with you, getting more knowledge on Instagram, Westside Skippy7, TikTok the same, and YouTube the same. So I appreciate you letting me get on your live for a couple moments. I'll be in your DM asking a couple of questions later on after practice, probably.
Hit me up, and whenever you want me on, if you ever need me for one of your shows, bro, I'm there. We're gonna take Florida. We the first Florida boys gotta stick together. You know what I'm saying? Get out of that crab, out of the bucket mentality, man. We gotta change the game, bro. We gotta change the game when it comes.
Yeah, we gotta change it.
We gotta change it.
Hey, but we already done took a step, though.
Yeah,
we done took that step.
Couple people chimed in. You feel me? Florida boys trying to make a change.
Yes, sir. All right, Brody.
All right, bro. Take it easy, bro. That's all we got for this episode. Till next time.
Hey guys, thanks for tuning into the show. Please subscribe on our YouTube, Spotify, Apple, and wherever you listen to your podcast. I greatly appreciate it.